Good Thursday morning, everybody. I'm Jared Klein coming to you live from the NBC29 Digital Desk with the Morning Rush. And we start this morning with collective bargaining talks in Albemarle County schools. They are still ongoing after months of negotiation. Albemarle says its goal is to represent all staff fairly through this agreement. Now, Judy Lee, who is a member of the school board, says negotiations with the Albemarle Education Association have been stalled since August. Lee says Albemarle School Board is ready to reach an agreement sooner rather than later that benefits all employees. NBC29 reached out to the union for its side on where things stand. A huge development between Jefferson Park Avenue and Stadium Road is one step closer to reality, and it will not look like this, like goats. It will look like this. This after receiving approval from the Charlottesville Planning Commission. It's a 12-story building with more than 500 units that would house 1,400 people. The developer says it will bring some much-needed housing to UVA students. The project will now go before City Council for a review. It will likely be years before the development would get underway. In Charlottesville, the real estate tax relief application due date is coming up fast. The October 31st deadline is for first-time applicants, and it is for people who are at least 65 or older and disabled. Albemarle County says the program helped more than 700 people in 2022. The county says once you submit the completed application, you can find out what percentage of tax relief you qualify for in about a week. And finally this morning, here are the goats. Dozens of them are hard at work helping to get rid of some unwanted plants at Fry Spring Park. We're told the goats are oftentimes more effective in areas with steep hills or near water streams. They're also used in public areas like Fry Spring Park. It allows the work to get done without heavy machinery, and it is part of Parks and Rec's invasive plant management program.
Okay. All right, did you ever play with Legos as a kid?
Yes, I think everybody did.
I did too, but I didn't really like them as much as and I think it's, we'll get to this. So my kids love them.
Yeah.
And I think it's because it's variety. But when we were younger, there were only a handful of colors. And so over the decades, they've added more
Colors,
blocks that have colors. So when originally, I think when I was little, we just had red, yellow, blue, and white and transparent, like that was it.
Yeah.
Couldn't really do much with it. And then in 1978, between 78 and 89, they really started adding more colors. And so in that time period, there were about a dozen. And then in the 90s, they really started adding a lot more colors, like the pinks and the turquoises and pastel colors. And then in 04, they had the highest, which was around 110 colors. And then in 07, for some reason, they shrunk that back down to 60.
They backtracked.
For some, I don't know why. Like, why would you do that? But you know, it's kind of amazing the evolution of the Lego over the decades.
Yeah.
And it's, I will say, like, I'm really, with what my kids are now playing with and the things that they build and create, it's quite something.
Yeah, I feel like it makes these other Legos more valuable, that you cannot get them nowadays.
Right.
So you can
That's a
only
good
get them at
point.
a certain period of time. So
That's a very
not
good
like you
point.
can just order them right
Maybe
now.
that's why they do that, yeah.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't remember what color Legos were available. I guess I just played with them, didn't really think much about the color.
I remember blue, red, yellow, green, brown, and white.
Yeah.
That's all. But you know, they've got these pastel colors, and of course they've got the themes, you know, the Star Wars themes and those specific colors, and then the Barbie. It's just amazing.
Yeah, it's really exploded since, I guess, 1958 is when they were introduced.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever play with Lincoln Logs?
I did. I loved them.
Yeah, I did too.
Loved Lincoln Logs.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They obviously come in one color, but
yeah, but it was neat to make like the cabins and the little like village and things.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
It's a way to express your creativity.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so this is neat. So the National History Museums, they have this prestigious wildlife Photographer of the Year competition, and so they revealed it, and this French underwater photographer and marine biologist Laurent Ballesta was announced this year's winner, and is also the first, and this is the second time that this photographer has actually won this prestigious award. And they won it for the horseshoe crab that you saw there. But it's just amazing to see the images that photographers all around the world capture.
They're able to.
They're quite something.
Yeah, this first one does not even look real.
No.
When it first came up, I thought it was a drawing.
Yeah, I know. Or I did too.
Yeah.
Or it was like fake of some kind, you know.
Yeah.
But they're really fascinating to see. And
They are, yeah.
how they capture them. It's amazing.
Yeah, how underwater you're capturing something that clear.
Yeah. So.
Would not want to run into that thing though.
No.
I don't know if it's dangerous or not,
frightening.
but yeah, doesn't look nice.
No. Okay. Now this flight crew, this cabin was filled with mosquitoes, big mosquito infestation, and they're just spraying passengers with mosquito repellent. I'm like, what? I mean, you can kind of see, them flying around. I'd be like, can I get off? Like, what are you spraying?
I'm sure that was fun to breathe in.
I mean,
smelling
right?
that the entire flight.
I mean, look how thick it is. They're spraying. So this is a flight. It got delayed in Mexico for 2 hours because of this massive swarm of mosquitoes, and they're just spraying.
You know, at that point, you can delay my flight. I'm not going to get
I
angry.
want to get off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, can I get off of here? They're just breathing it in. And of course, you can see the people swatting at the mosquitoes.
Ugh. You know, I'm glad it's getting cooler out, so we don't have to deal as much with
all
mosquitoes.
the bugs and mosquitoes. That's true.
They'll be gone for a while at least.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. We got a high of 77 today. It's getting warmer out there, and then tomorrow we're staying around 77. It'll be 76 tomorrow in the upper 70s, and then cooling off for our weekend with showers and thunder on our Saturday. So if you have any outdoor plans on Saturday, keep that in mind. You might get rained out. And then Sunday, a high of 59. It looks like next week we're going to be in the upper 50s, lower 60s for the first part of the week. I hope you guys have a great Thursday out there. We'll see you again on NBC 29 News at noon.